go into the madness. I gotta 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 go into the madness. My last name means hill, so when they call me a boxer, I have this little fight inside not to correct them. I'm a hill, and I've been that way all my life. Guys have climbed over me, guys have crumbled before me in the ring. As much as I've conquered and been conquered, I've never been a climber. But that's changed now. Now I'm a new man. I'm no longer just the hill. I'm the climber. And it's funny, because it was a kid that showed me how to do it. A 14-year-old kid. Who would think a 14-year-old kid would know something, huh?
70, and at 170 you're in line for Tommy versus Lamar in the welterweight bracket for the title.
That's correct.
And you sure you can make that cut down? You got at least 3 fights before the title shot. You win them all and you got the shot, but you don't and it's for nothing.
He'll make the weight.
All right, Tommy, here's your deal. Sign there.
The count was 4.
Go more hill. I'm a climber. I just gotta go into the madness. And then there'll be gold. I gotta go into the madness. 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 Two kinds of men in this world, the ones that eat everything and the ones that don't. Even the gross pieces, the ones that the GMO slavers ignore and pretend are nature's choice. I eat them all, and I pretend that without them I wouldn't make as much progress. Process begins much like any other. It starts off with a bad look in the mirror. I call it a bad look because, well, of course, you're focused on the dark parts of who you are. You have to face the hard truth. Like me, I call myself a fat shit. I look myself in the mirror, that's what I see. I see obesity. I see slow, I see sloth, I see these things that most people, they try to hide behind themselves. They try to hide these truths to make themselves feel better. But that's how I start. As I train to get into the mindset, it's always the hardest part. It's the first push, so to speak. Once you're in, and then it'll take over, and the world gets darker as it goes. But until that point, it's just constant berration of the mind. It's constantly talking shit. So that's what I do. I look in the mirror, and I tell myself, you're a fat fuck, you know that? You know you're a piece of shit, right? You know you can't beat anybody, right? You ain't fought nobody yet. Who you kidding yourself? Who you kidding? You can't even jump rope. You can't even hit a speed bag. What are you talking about? You're gonna go out and do what? You're gonna turn yourself into a punching bag. You're gonna be nothing but a beaten pulp. Your kids are gonna grow up and they're gonna know what the fuck you look like. Why? Because your face is too fucking swollen. Well, who are you to be able to move that big head, huh? How can you do any of this? Huh? You're too fat, you're too slow, you're too stupid. You got too many things against you. I said what they all want to say to me. They want to call me dumb for doing what I'm doing. They want to call me a hill. Well, at the same point that I torture myself, I also put things on my body to remind me of who I truly am. I give myself a light in the darkness. That light is very simple. Last artist alive. That's what I got on myself. To force me to do better. I gotta do everything to my utmost best. I have to act like I'm the last artist alive. Sparring is another form of punishment. It's also a form of testing your durability against all odds. You're going in, trying to learn, trying to make sure, trying to test out, and constantly reassure yourself that you're in the right profession, that you can do it. That's what I do, is I go out and I spar with anybody. I don't give a shit. I spar with all of them. I know that it's hard to hit me. They try to hit me, they try to beat me, they try to catch me. But that's what they're always doing. They're always trying to come up behind me. They're always trying to get a hold of me, but they can't. I'm too fast for most people. Most times, especially when we're sparring, I gotta slow it down just a little bit. Gotta let them have a little bit of confidence, otherwise they don't come back and I can't test out my new moves. I say this even though I'm a hill. I say this because I haven't gone further. I haven't chased anybody. I always let them chase me. But it's fear that does this. Fear that gets into my head and makes me believe that I should run around the ring. I should box him. When am I gonna fight him, man? When am I gonna change it up? When am I gonna unleash the dog, unleash the animal? And when am I gonna be a fighter? I know I can box. I've boxed my whole life since I was 6 years old. So what point do I say fuck it and just go knock the motherfucker out, huh? At what point do I go into the madness? My coach makes us listen to love music when we train. Something to slow down your heart rate, something to get your head into a groove, into a mental state that makes it easier to fight. So that's what I train to most times. It helps out a lot. I find my cardio is actually a lot better when I listen to love music. For some reason it works, and I can go round on round on round. I can go and train, I can go work out. I feel calm, I feel excited at times, and it just is a happy experience. It's funny trying to find a happy experience when you're getting punched in the face, but I found a way to do this. So I listen to the music. In my fights, I have them bring up a speaker in my ear between rounds. That way I can catch back onto the music, get a breath of fresh air. That's what music is to me, especially in this fight game. It's a breath of fresh air. It's all thanks to my coach. It's all thanks to having open mind, listening for once. I'm not the best listener most times, but what can you expect? I get punched a lot. He tells me to bring out the dog. This is our first time going this route. He listened to me. I sat him down, I talked to him, I said, this is what we need to do. And so this is what we've been doing. Let out the dog, let out the dog, let out the dog, let out the dog.
Excellent!
That's what we have to do.
Okay,
we have
Richard,
to let out the dog.
pick up your shit and
So
get up.
that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I should probably introduce the coach, huh?
Not good. No, you're not good. You see, I need lions training this tiger, and you ain't it.
Serious?
So do us all a favor. Get better and come back next camp. Understand me?
Bullshit.
You don't? Well, maybe you understand this. Get the fuck out of my gym!
This is my coach. I first met the coach when I was 16 years old. To most people, they think that's a pretty young age to meet somebody and give them your life to devote your life to boxing and all that. But actually, I was one of the older kids. Some guys, they come in at 20, 25, and that's ancient to start boxing. Most kids start at age of 6, age of 8. So me at 16, I met the coach, and the story is just kind of like any other. I was a rough kid, didn't have no direction, didn't have nowhere to go, nothing to do. So he said, hey, you got a nice right hand, you got a nice slip. I didn't know what slips were. I didn't know how he knew I had a nice slip because I hadn't trained in front of him or fought in front of him to my knowledge at that time. But he had seen me around.
Jesus Christ, Tommy, what the fuck have I said to you? Defense, Tommy. Defense, you understand?
Yeah, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ, Tommy, I said defense! Defense! If you're gonna be such a little boxing bitch, put on a little green dress and sell fucking cookies throughout the neighborhood, you little girl. Don't waste my fucking time.
Alright. Defense, I got it. You got it.
Time!
My sparring partners come in twice a day most days. Some days I'm gonna have multiple, other days just the same guy for about 10 rounds. As we get closer to the fight, I'll be jumping in the shark tank. A fresh body every round.
on, kid. Don't let him breathe. Against the ropes. Put him against the ropes. Take it home, Tommy. Come on. Jesus Christ, Tommy. I said defense. Damn you. Hey. I said defense. That is the way it's done. Understand me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The coach, he's a firecracker for sure. There's times where he's the most excited guy in the room. There's times where he's the happiest person on the planet. There's times when he's the angriest person on the planet. And there's even times where he's sleeping. But all in all, the coach he takes care of me. He looks out for me in more ways than just one. He makes sure that my life is under wraps. He asks me how my kids, how are the kids doing? How are the babies? And we talk about the kids. We talk about training. We talk about life. We talk about traffic. We talk about everything. And as I'm going into this, he understands. He understands why I'm trying not to talk to him so much. He's there for me, and I know that when I break out of this, when I get out of my head, when I get out of the fear, when I get out of when I get into the madness and then I get out of it, I know that he's gonna be there. And that's who the coach is to me. He's the person that's always gonna be there no matter what. Muscles always burn at the start. It's a cold burn, a thick and heavy one that I can feel cooking off as I work. The mind is where the real fight is, so I use the burn to sting my mind's nostrils and keep it awake. Boxing is repeating, so the mind can play and the body can dance. I trust my body as I move the pieces on the chessboard, and that's how I win. Practice the same thing over. Everything is a rhythm, a repetition. Repeat. I gotta go into the madness. I gotta go into the madness. I gotta go into the madness. The only trouble is trying to stay connected to the outside world. Boxing is loud, incredibly loud, like living in an active construction yard. A lot of people don't understand that. I gotta go into the madness. I have to change everything about myself if I ever want to be a climber. Hill don't have to mean me. Hill can be what I overcome. Hill can be conquered.
Mr. Bugrov, so your wife has called in and she's concerned with your mental health. She's been saying you've become extremely antisocial, that you've stopped playing with your children, or really even talking with them. I phoned your coach as well, and he says you've been diving deep into the preparation for this fight, but that he is also concerned. This method of distancing yourself to focus, I understand it, but it's a dangerous road. The harm that can be caused to family and friends can be irreparable. Is that something you've considered?
If ever I was going to be punished for my sins, God knows it'd be wrath. We all need a little bit of a break sometimes. And that's probably exactly what you're wondering right now. You're saying, what the fuck is this? The fuck is he doing? Truth is, I'm asking the same thing right now. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck are you doing, Tommy? You need a break, huh? You need to sit back and relax. You need to cheat, huh? You need to dream of that beautiful, tasty, moist cake, huh? You need to dream of that liquor hitting your tongue, huh? You need to dream of your lungs inhaled with that cigarette smoke, huh? The truth is, I'm weak. I'm one of the weakest people on the planet. And I'm having a hard time accepting that. I'm supposed to be going into the madness, yet instead I'm taking a break. I'm supposed to be going into the madness, yet instead I'm sitting here relaxing in the sun, huh? Sitting in an ice bath, calming my muscles, huh? That's what I'm doing. What the fuck are you doing, Tommy? 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 Tommy, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck up, you pathetic fucking mute. No sparring partners today. Today is drills. Today is focus. Today is trying not to get hurt. The scale is the hardest fighter in the whole deal. He hits the hardest. He's the sneakiest. And nothing you do makes any sense when you're fighting him. The hardest part about him is if you don't beat him, you don't fight. You have to beat him. And as time goes on, he gets stronger and stronger. I hurt my shoulder back when I first started boxing. I wanted to be on the team so bad, and that's what the coach had said. He hated me since the jump. I promised I wasn't going to be sparring until about 7 months in. I was sparring in too. Nah, it wasn't because I was any good. It was because I was too persistent. Every day I begged the pros to let me spar him. They would ask coach, eventually, and he would yell at me, try to make an example out of me. No one taught me how to take my time. No one taught me to listen to my body. I was just a young kid trying to make something of myself, injuring myself permanently, creating another fighter in every ring from then on. When I fight, it's 3 against 1. I fight hard inside those ropes. I throw combinations. I set traps. I play the game. To beat a fighter, you box him. To beat a boxer, you fight him. I've done that my whole career up in the hill. Now I'm the climber. first week has the excitement rolling in. The second and third is where the fear starts to pinch. My first few fights, I had a hard time with the pinch of fear. I'd ignore it, but simultaneously in doing that, I'd be focusing on it. I wouldn't have control. Every fighter knows you need to use it. If you don't feel fear going into the fight, you're gonna lose that fight. Every time I cheat, I have to do recovery. It's triple the normal routine. And it's in the heat, forcing my body to exceed the expectations. It's not training, it's punishment. And like the kid said, I gotta go into the madness if I wanna be champ. So I'm going all in. I gotta go into the madness. 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 Water slows you down a lot more than you think. It clings on, and in this weightless sort of way, it gets heavier with every swing. You feel it all over you. You feel it flicking off into the world, but somehow still holding its shape on you. You feel it on your face, slick and unable to be wiped off. But every time you try to shake it off, more replaces it. You breathe it out. It's everywhere, and it's so goddamn heavy. Pushing the body to the point of complete muscle failure yields the fastest results. But that's for getting into shape when you're completely out of it. Now I do it to open a door like the kid said. I gotta go into the madness. I have to break my mind, reshape it, and become something that will destroy my opponent. And I have to do it for every single fight from now on. A butterfly, huh?
That's right. She said she would fly around and land on people's hands, but only the good ones.
Yeah, she's a dog.
Don't know whose kid she is, but she sure as hell ain't ours.
So, you want to talk about the communicating problem, then?
Yes, Tommy, thank you.
Don't thank me, just try it.
I know. The distance thing is making more and more sense as we go, and especially with Alex and Selena being as young as they are, but I don't think you need to cut us out completely.
Okay, so what do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking we could show Selena the tapes.
Tapes? Tapes are much better, babe. What are you talking about?
I know they're not much better, but at least you can watch them beforehand, and you can make sure there's nothing too crazy going on, no knockouts or nothing, just so she can see her father and what he's doing all day. Make it easier for her.
Okay, and what'll make it easier for you?
What do you mean, what would make it easier for me?
What do you mean, what do I mean? What would make it easier for you?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I'm not too worried about me.
You're not too worried about you? What, this whole communication problem we got?
You did say we got a communication
Yeah,
problem.
we got a
have
communication problem. This is how we fix it. We communicate.
I know it's not... I know we need to communicate, and I know nothing will make it easier, but...
Yeah, of course nothing's gonna make it easier unless you
I'm
just talk
aware
about
of that, Tommy.
Just calm down. I gotta get back to training in a minute. It's not open, this can.
Yeah, you gotta go back to training, escaping, yeah, whatever, Tommy. Whatever. You know, I know it won't make it easier. None of this is easy, but what I want is I want our daughter to not be afraid that her father isn't coming home. What I want is my husband to win till his heart's content. What I want is to drink my coffee, toast the sun, and look forward to the days of getting fat on the beach.
You know, most wives don't want to get fat on the beach.
Yeah, well, most wives don't have to deal with Mr. Chisel every day, and I ain't most wives, motherfucker.
She ain't most wives. She's my wife. I just wish I loved her more than boxing, 'cause that's what she deserves. She says she understands, but it's obvious that she doesn't. I try to take lessons from my boxing ancestors, if you can call them that. I try not to distract myself and that does prefer to, and that does defer to sexual relations at times. It's hard being in a relationship and loving boxing at the same time. There's a reason why I do it. It's because I'm the best. I can take more than anybody. I can give more than anybody. I'm a pristine creature, a glorious animal, the apex predator inside those ropes. There's nobody alive that can beat me when I don't want to be beat. Everyone wants me. Everyone wants to beat me. They all want to take my head, but there's not a man alive that can do it. I'm the champ. 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 As if things weren't exhausting enough.
All right, kid, you ready for this?
Ready?
All right. Let's get the first presser done, okay? Let's talk some shit. Solid gold shit. All right. I'm the artist. 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 I'm the artist.
I'm unbeatable.
I'm the artist. I'm the artist.
I'm a monster. I'm a monster. The man that gets in the ring in front of me will be carried out of it.
And now announcing the co-main event stars, Irene Behemoth Campbell. And now her opponent, Laura Thunderstorm
It'll be an honor
Henderson.
to see me. It'll be
And
an honor
for
to see
our main
me.
event of the evening,
I'm gonna
our
be
contender,
champion.
Jess.
I promise you. I'm gonna be champion. I promise you. I gotta go into the madness. 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 I gotta go into the madn
Hi, I have a question for Tommy.
Yep.
Leading into this fight, you said your camp was going to be an intense one that reaches outside the boundaries of any other you've had before. My question is, with testing out new methods, do you think that's going to make your fight against Vitor easier for a quicker finish, or are you looking to outbox and go for the distance?
No training camp he uses is going to do anything for him in the ring. He doesn't have the strength, nor the speed, nor the heart. You can train a dog new tricks all you want. But the fact is, they are only capable of doing what their breed is good for. He is a tester, a dummy. He's the guy you beat to prove you're ready for the title. Nothing more.
So, you believe in defeating him, you'll be ready for a title shot?
Absolutely. Easiest win of my career. He's just a hill. I climb those every morning.
As if things weren't exhausting enough.
30 seconds.
Hello?
What you're doing is dangerous, and it's wrong. You have to stop.
Look, it's not my...
It's not your fault. How can you honestly say that? You're a sick bastard. Is it not enough just to be able to do it? Is it not enough to be able to compete with honor? Do you have to go to such monster-like depths to get what you want?
It's the game we choose.
Is hitting him that much really necessary?
Super necessary.
Alright, Tommy, let's see your profile. Alright, then your side, and then we'll be done. Alright, follow the green footprints and twist your hips just a little. Alright, hands on your side. Look mean. Alright. Look like you're a fighter. Aha, there we go. That's it. Alright. Now turn to the orange and lift your hands up like you're in the face-offs. Lift your eye line just a little more. And there. That's it. Hold it right there. There we go. All right, man. We're good.
Hey.
You ready to go?
Yeah, where?
To the interview.
Got an interview?
Yeah, got an interview right now. Okay. Come on, Tommy.
The interviews were never the fun part. They always came jam-packed together, one right after the other. Smiling faces, bright teeth, perfect skinned mice asking the same questions over and over. Then they throw in their version of curveballs. It's just a stupid question, something that makes it seem like you're a boxer, not a professional. I gotta go into the madness.
How you doing? Sorry I'm late.
It's alright.
Alright, first off, Tommy, thank you so much for being here. I know your training camp is important to you, so I just want to let you know how much I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Okay, first question, how's camp going? Are you feeling strong and prepared, or is it something else?
Camp is going good. I'm strong, I'm fast, in the best shape of my life. Yeah.
Is there anything you feel you've got to focus on going up against such a powerful puncher like Victor Sosa?
I mean, we made some adjustments, but I feel like me and him are kind of on the same level, so not too much.
Where would you say Sosa isn't on your level?
Angling. Yeah, I think I got better angling than him, so I can hit him from positions and places that he won't even see coming.
Is there anything he has that scares you?
Fucking everything. He's a tough guy. He hits hard. He's just like everybody else in his weight bracket. I mean, they're all a bunch of monsters. And every day I come to do this, I get closer and closer to risking the fact that I might not come out of it the same. And I do it over and over and over.
So why do it then?
For a belt.
You don't get it?
Then I guess I tried. Can we take a break?
Of course.
I gotta go into the madness. I gotta go into the madness. I'm unbeatable.
Come on, what you got? What you got? Come on. Show me something. Come on, get out there. Get out the rope. Let's go. Come on. There you go. Come on. What you got?
I'm a monster. The man that gets in the ring in front of me will be carried out of it. It'll be an honor to see me. I'm gonna be champion, I promise you. Victor Sosa won't beat me, none of them. Not Jason Burns, not Alexander Wall, definitely not Stephen Bond. The belt is mine. Watch me get it.
Boxing podcast as we talk about the upcoming super fight between Jesse Garden and Terrence Marlborough. Back off what we were saying before the break as we worked up the card. My interest isn't on the middleweight matchup, as crazy as that is. My interest is at welterweight Victor Sousa versus Tommy Bugrov. You got two dogs in the boxing world, both fighters I like, although I will say I've only met Victor Sousa, and the guy is a terrific guy. He's well-spoken, and he gave me great respect and a few compliments, which we all know gets you on my good side. However, who do I think is going to win? My money goes to Tommy. Both young guys, both fast, both have good careers, but nothing crazy fantastic yet. But that's it, yet. When I bring up the yet, while looking at both of these fighters, I see Tommy and his creative destruction.
No reason to say we're through, no need to deny it, 'cause I'm not over you. It ain't been decided. You can't make a choice for two. My heart ain't been lying. No, I'm not over you, 'cause I know it's true.
It's almost over. Oh, it's over. It's over.
Me half as good as you. Now what do I do? Our coffee shop, still tucked in our favorite.
His only fault, I'll say, has to be his heart. Now, I've never met the guy, but he's definitely one of those that's fine with coasting. Tommy will coast when the fight gets heavy. He'll quite literally stop in the fight and give his opponent the, all right, you got me, which I respect and hate at the same time. But I'll say this, he's been showing promise. Is it legit? Is it a load of BS so he can still receive a paycheck? The truth is, he's only got one run. So if he doesn't, you won't see the guy anymore. My money is this. Tommy up to round 6. After that, those final 4 means Sousa's on his way to the title instead.
gets rigorous, especially as it gets closer and closer to the fight day. Oftentimes, Coach sets me in the sauna room, comes in to check on me, but it's always just to prolong the torture.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Bugrov! And the weight is...
Well, did he fucking make weight?
170.5 pounds! And now, Victor Metalhead Sosa! And the weight is 170 pounds!
They say if you want to be a dog, you have to prove you want to be a dog. They say if you snarl, you gotta be prepared to bite. Well, I'm prepared to do a lot more than just bite.
Come on! Come on! Where are you? Come on! Come on, guys! Come on! I'll fuck your wives! You hear me? I'll fuck your wives! Come on! Somebody fucking hit me! Somebody fucking hit me! Come on! Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at when I want them, huh? Come on! Come on! Hit me! Come on! Come on! I want punishment! I want punishment! Come on! Come on! Hit me! Come on! Bring it! Bring it!
The kid said you gotta go into the madness. You gotta push your mind into the terror, into the fear. You have to consume your body. You have to feel so much pain that
you can't feel anything else. I don't feel a thing when I get in there. They say I won afterwards, and everyone says I'm amazing. Everyone says I'm gonna be champ when I get older.
go into the madness, huh?
You gotta go into the madness.
fight, Daddy?
What?
I just want to see you.
You want to see me fight?
Yeah, I want to see you win.
What if I don't win?
You're obviously gonna win, Daddy. Nobody can beat you because you're the best.
What is the madness? The madness is all in the head. It's the pain you put yourself through while you sit next to your wife and kid. You fight. While you eat breakfast in the morning watching the news, you fight. While you breathe inside, you fight, and you go deeper and deeper. And once inside, you cut. You cut yourself apart. All the weaknesses, all the doubts, all the shame, all the terror, all the guilt. I went into the madness. But I know how to get out. Because when that first punch is thrown, it's all gone. And then it's only execution.
Stop! Easy. Headbutt, accidental headbutt. No cut. Watch your head. No cut. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's go. Winner by unanimous decision. And
Just one more. Just one more.
Victor Sosa won't beat me. None of them. Not Jason Burns, not Alexander Wall, definitely not Stefan Bond. That belt is mine. You watch me get it. The kid said you gotta go into the madness. You gotta push your mind into the terror, into the fear. And you have to consume your body in it. You have to feel so much pain that... The kid said you gotta go into the madness. You gotta push your mind into the terror, into the fear, and you have to consume your body in it. You have to feel so much pain that... What is the madness? The madness is all in the head. It's the pain you put yourself through while you sit next to your wife and kid. You fight. While you eat breakfast in the morning watching the news, you fight. While you breathe inside, you fight and you go deeper and deeper. And once inside, you cut. You cut yourself apart. All the weaknesses, all the doubts, all the shame, all the terror, all the guilt. I went into the madness. But I know how to get out. Because when that first punch is thrown, it's all gone. And then it's only execution.